Hi guys, and welcome to a Dollar Tree DIY. So in this DIY, everything is either from Dollar Tree or I got it at Walmart for less than $1. So let's go ahead and get right into it and I will show you guys what to do. This is what the DIY is for. It's just this Santa wine glass and I think it's super cute, really adorable, and perfect for a Christmas gift. So this is actually going to come in a set of 2. So here is the one that I will be DIYing with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you will need for this DIY is a wine glass. Any kind of wine glass with the stem will be fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you don't want it to be chipped or anything, but it doesn't have to be this specific wine glass. You will need a paintbrush, or you can use the, what are they called? Foam brushes, like the foam paint things from Dollar Tree. You will need painter's tape. I got this at Dollar Tree. You will need red paint and white paint. I got white, this is Apple Barrel. It is white matte acrylic paint, and it says it's quick dry, but I usually let dry for like a day before I put on a second coat. You will also need red paint. This is Folk Art Trusted Quality. This is actually for paint on glasses. So that's why I got it. I got it specifically for this. The white I had already had, so I just went ahead and used it. But this is lipstick red. It is 4133E. I don't know if you guys can see that. And this white that I'm using, it is 20503E, and it is just plain white. So you will need those 2 paints. I have this spare piece of scrap paper. This way I can pour a little bit of the paint onto the paper and just dip my brush from there. Not have to worry about it. I also have some black felt and some white felt. The white felt I picked up actually has like little sparkles on it. I don't know if you guys can really tell. But it looks like when you look out your window and see a blanket of snow, it's like a glittery glistening from the sun. But so you won't need much, just scrap pieces really. The black I have in 2 separate pieces. So you can see one seam there, and in here, right where the buckle is, I have a seam. But I purposely put the one end of the buckle to cover the seam. This way you couldn't see 2 seams on it. So I just purposely hid that one. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So with this, if you're only going to make 1, or even if you make 2, I'm going to try and get the, like, this right here where it's not painted at all. I'm going to try and get it to about the same size. And I'm just going to wrap it with the painter's tape, and then we'll go ahead and start painting. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap the tape around it and try to get it as close to this as I can on the other one. And then we will go ahead and start painting. So I'll be right back and you guys will see this in 1 second. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is right around where it's going to be. It looks a lot shorter because the tape is up so high, but from like the bottom of the tape, I don't know. I thought I had it pretty good, but it's not perfect, but anyways. One thing with the red paint that I noticed is spots where it like stuck, where I actually like painted onto the painter's tape. It did rip up in some spots. I don't know if you can see right there, it like dipped in. But that's okay because I just hit it with the black felt and it's not like it needs to be perfect. So just go ahead and let it go, let it be, and be you and make this your own. By no means do you have to follow this exactly. You can make the Grinch, you can make snowmen, you can make whatever it is that you want. I just chose to make the Santa ones because I thought they were super simple but super cute. So go ahead and get my paintbrush and stuff. Just so you guys know, this is a 1/2 inch low Cornell soft comfort. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know anything about paintbrushes. All I know is these bristles are super soft. They paint really nice and they dry really quick. And plus the grip on this is like perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and dump out some of this red paint onto my paper just so I have it all ready to go, so I don't have to keep like adding paint to my brush or anything. So just gonna go ahead and add a little pile, and it looks like a lot, but there's really not a whole lot on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that paint aside, and I'm going to paint from the painter's tape down to about halfway down the stem, not quite half. So I'm going to go ahead and mark where I want the paint, the red paint, to end. About right there. And I've noticed, I'm just going to go ahead and start painting while I talk to you guys for a little bit. So I thought whenever I was doing the white, if you look and notice, it's not like even or perfectly straight. And I purposely did that because like the fluff, not really fluff, but like the fuzzy stuff on Santa's hat and pants and stuff, it could be thick or it could be like all padded down. It could be like really fluffy or whatever. So I did that just to make it look more authentic, like the white is fluffing up over the red. That is why it is purposefully not even or straight like that. But I'm going to go ahead and finish painting this, and I will show you guys what the first coat looks like. I do 2 coats of the red, and then after I let it dry the second coat, I usually touch up any spots that it needs to be. And I also did 2 coats with the white. I let it dry. Like I'll do 1 coat of the red. I'll let it dry for a complete 24 hours. And then I'll do the second coat of the red, let it dry for another 24 hours. Then I will go and paint the bottom. And I usually let it dry for about 18 hours or so. And then I'll do the second coat, let it dry until it's dry to touch, which is usually about an hour to 2 hours. And then that's when I go and add the felt and just make it ready to go. And yeah, so I will show you guys when I have the first coat done. All right, here is the first coat. If you look at it, like, it looks really clear, pretty much. To me, it's showing up darker on camera. But, like, there you go. You can really see through it. That is why I do the second coat, just to make it darker. But this is the very first step. And then I'm going to let this sit for a complete 24 hours, and then I will be back and show you guys. Actually, I think I'm just going to do the second coat by myself, and then I'll be back in 2 days to show you the finished red and start on the white. So that's it for today. My hand got stuck in the paint. So I have actually another DIY that I'm doing. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start recording that one this way. These 2 should be up hopefully the same day or like one right after the other. And hopefully enough time for you to get them done and if you wanted to make them for Christmas gifts. So yeah. So to finish this snowman, I do not have the white painted on this one. I wanted to show you guys the rest of this tutorial. Obviously the white You do 2 coats, and like I said, just have the rough edge to give it the more authentic look to me personally, or you can just like make it like a perfectly straight line if that's something that you would like to do. But me personally, I think it looks better with the rough edge, but I mean, everyone's opinions are different, and I know that. So this is what the glass looks like right now, and this is what the red looks like before I put the felt around it. So it does get pretty uneven, but like I said, the black felt for the belt covers up that rough edge and makes it look cute. So again, all you would do is just do 2 coats of the white to give it that pretty white snow base. So I have my hot glue gun ready to go. I have 2 pieces of the black felt because like I said, I do 2 pieces, and I cover up the seam with like the belt buckle, and they're 2 identical size pieces. So I'm going to glue them, like glue one all the way around, and then I'm going to take the other one, set it like right up against this on the like glass and glue it down, and then follow it around as I glue along the way, and then I just trim off any excess, glue down the edge, and it's done. So it's pretty simple. I will show you guys though. But for the belt, you can make it as thick or as thin as you want. I think that's a pretty decent size. So what I do with my glittery piece of felt, I actually fold it in half, and it's a little uneven, so I am going to trim it up just a smidge. So there, I fold it in half, and then I cut. See if I can actually do this. These scissors suck. So I cut 2 slits in the felt, and then I will turn it the other way, fold it in half, and then I cut up to those lines going this way. And then when I open it back up, there is a little bit, like, it doesn't just fall out because of how I cut it, to make sure that it's more square. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure to cut in the right areas just to ensure that it's a pretty close square. It's not going to be dead set on, but it's pretty close. See if I can get this here. Ugh. Alright, 2 corners down. I did not want to do it this way, but this was the quickest way. When I did the first one, it took me like forever to cut it because I wanted it to be like perfect. But okay, so you've got this square, and it is a little like messed up right here, but that's okay. So I've seen people where they just like cut the 2 slits and they like fished the felt up through so that it actually had a piece of white felt here too, so it was more like a belt buckle, but that's just not how I wanted to do it. So to start, I take a line of glue. I do that just to get any loose strands. I just do a line of glue, figure out where I want it to be placed, and I set it on there, and then see how it dangles, I'll just do a line of glue going down and wrap it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. You can go ahead and just do a little bit at a time, or you could put glue on the whole strip and just put it all on, but I like to kind of do a zigzag just so I don't have like loose parts coming up. And I need more glue, so I need to get another glue stick out. Okay. Reloaded here. So to continue on, back to the zigzag pattern. And then I just push that on all the way. And I'm going to put a dot of glue at the end of this piece of felt just because it didn't glue it down all the way. So you have half of your Santa Man with his belt on. Then I take my other piece of my long black felt for the belt. I again put that line of glue, and I will take it, see if I can do this here, take it and put it directly up against this one, and make sure it's as even as possible. So the seam is actually right here. I don't know if you guys can even see it. It's like right here. So again, I'm going to walk down the felt with a zigzag pattern and gluing as I go. So these, the way I actually cut them, I won't have to trim any off because of the length I did. But if you do that, it's really not that hard. So, like I said, the way I had these cut, they're identical, like, lengths, and they actually wrapped around here nicely. So, if at one of the seams, I don't even know if you guys can see the seam, it's right here. So if one of the seams you have a little bit excess, you just glue it down pretty much all the way. I usually leave about 1/4 of an inch before I glue it down. Then I'll take my scissors, snip off the excess, make sure it lines up flush, and then I will go ahead and put the rest of the felt down. So for the snowman, or not the snowman, the belt, if you guys use like a glitter felt like I did, make sure that you have that up. But for what I do, I just put a line of glue down one side of the buckle. So just the one side, and I will find a seam and put it down right over top of that seam to kind of hide it a little bit better. And then I will put glue on both of the sides or all 3 of the other remaining sides and push it down, and you'll get the belt buckle. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. So there you go. That's how you do the belt and the belt buckle. Again, once I get the bottom painted, these will be pretty cute for you to sit on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or just the whole month of December and drink wine out of, or even juice, because these are super cute. But that's it for this DIY. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down in the description or down in the comment section. I will be sure to try to explain it as best as possible. If you guys make these using this DIY, head over to my Facebook group or my Instagram and share pictures with me. I'd love to see what you guys have made. But that is it. Give this video a big thumbs up if you think that these are super cute, or even if you just like Christmas. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more DIYs. I do pregnancy test videos. I do trying to conceive videos. I do weekly vlogs that I post on Sundays and that type of thing. So just be sure to head over, and you can interact with me on both Instagram and Facebook. And that's it. So I will see you guys all next time. Bye.